Today I'll show you all the bags and the setup I'd use for a bikepacking trip on the ADX. Let's start with the water bottle cages and then the rear rack. I'm going to make use of this down tube water bottle cage mount with a nice sturdy full wrap water bottle cage. Now I'm using the seat stay bottle cage mounts, and this is a unique feature of this bike. As far as I know, this is the only bike available with seat stay water bottle cage mounts, and we decided to include this innovation because it seemed like unused space on the bike. It allows us to add 2 more water bottle cage mounts, and that difference in how much liquid you can bring with you can be the difference between a good trip and a great trip. Before moving on to the next step, I'm going to test fit the water bottle and make sure we have clearance for the tire, and it looks great. Let's move on to the rear rack. This is the Axiom Streamliner rack, and I really like this rack for this bike because it's very strong. It has a 110-pound weight limit, which is higher than a lot of racks out there, and it sets the panniers far back so you don't have to worry about clipping your heels on it. It also keeps the panniers nice and in tight. Also, one modification I did to this rack is I flipped and reversed these mounts on the rack, and that helps it sit nice and low on this bike. Now that the rear rack's installed, I'm going to go ahead and work on the front bags. Today I'm using an Aero Spider system to mount a front dry bag on the handlebars. Let's install the frame bag in the front triangle. This is an Oveja Negra bag that fits nicely in this frame. Now let's mount the 174 Hudson top tube bag. We don't need these straps because we're going to solid mount this right to the bike. Now it's time to hang our rear panniers. These are the 174 Hudson waterproof panniers. Great choice for commuting or touring. Now I'm mounting my final piece, an Aero dry bag that's going to fit on top of the rear rack. The ADX has all the mounts you need to customize the bike for your next adventure. Whether it's an overnight or a week-long trip, set it up how you need, and you can ride as long as you want.